Actually, fossil fuels are heavily subsidized, more so than renewables right now, and still renewables are more price competitive.
I'm not sure what you're talking about, Mr. Drummer. You need to go back and check your facts. Mr. Drummer, I was reading through your testimony during all of the opening statements that we have in our committees. You say that fossil fuel costs are unsustainable. Why is that?
It's the data that I just shared, right? And so even today, yes, gasoline is, as of the latest February 14th or so CPI report, up 1.5%, but that's off of the historic high from last year, right? This is gouging folks' pocketbooks.
Mr. Drummer,
Again, the bottom
I'm going to reclaim time now because I'm going to ask you this question. Are fossil fuel costs more expensive in the United States just because of the cost of actually drilling for and refining fossil fuel products, or is it also because of government regulation with respect to fossil fuel products?
The bottom two quintiles of earners pay 15 to 25% of their income.
But I'm asking you what makes it more expensive. Is it just purely the procurement costs of fossil fuel, or is it also the regulatory burdens on fossil fuel?
It is the global fossil fuel market that we do not control. When there is chaos happening in Europe and Ukraine because of Russia's invasion, that hits American pocketbooks.
People have been drilling for oil and using gasoline long before Vladimir Putin went into Ukraine. We've seen rises and falls in gasoline prices. Let me ask you this. You say in your statement that renewables are actually the most cost-efficient form of energy. That's what you say in your statement. Is that because renewable energy is largely subsidized by most nations in the world, or is that because the actual per unit cost is being borne by the consumer? Is it the subsidy, or is it the full cost? What makes it most cost-efficient?
This is a great point you bring up, Representative, because actually fossil fuels are heavily subsidized, more so than renewables right now, and still renewables are more price competitive.
I'm not sure what you're talking about, Mr. Drummer. You need to go back and check your facts.
I'll be happy to share the data with you after
Real quick, I want to move on to a couple of things. Do you think we need more refineries in the United States, yes or no?
Absolutely not.
So you do realize that without more refineries in the United States, the cost of fuel for all citizens, especially those at the lower two quartiles of the socioeconomic spectrum, are going to suffer as a result. You do realize that.
Fossil fuel markets are a global market. We do not control the price of oil in the U.S.
But you do realize,
we cannot drill our way out of energy.
You do realize that the supply of oil that goes to refineries in the United States, if you limit the capacity of refineries or continue to not allow them to expand, or to actually get the necessary maintenance, they're going to have less output capacity in the United States, which means all the products we use with fossil fuels, not just gasoline, the very glasses you wear, the very contact lenses I'm wearing, those are derivatives of oil and petroleum as well. So you do realize that by not allowing for new refineries, you're going to increase the costs on the very people we're all trying to help?
I think, again, we're talking about energy security.
Well, I would agree. This is energy security.
Right.
Because if you want to make sure that the costs for the people who have to buy product, poor people, they don't have escape velocity. You know what I mean? They don't have that. So is it prudent to not allow for the things necessary to keep costs low in the name of the Green New Deal? Is that prudence?
It is imprudent to double down on a losing strategy of drilling our way to energy security. It's not possible.
Mr. Drummond, do you realize that America was energy secure? Literally 4 years ago, America was energy secure.
America was not energy secure 4 years ago.
Mr. Drummond, do you not acknowledge the fact that we were exporting oil to other parts of the world in the United States? We were exporting.
Absolutely. We were exporting
4 years
natural gas last year when prices were going through the roof. It did nothing for domestic consumers of that natural gas. This is a global market, and to insulate American households and our country from all the vagaries and chaos of the world, the best thing we can do, the most prudent thing we can do, is invest in batteries,
Mr. Drummond,
renewables.
let me jump to batteries real quick because I'm running out of
and
time.
not be reliant on any global supply chain.
We're playing my time. Batteries are made up with elements. You need elements to actually create batteries.
Rare earth minerals.
Do you acknowledge that most of the rare earth minerals and cobalt are being mined in other parts of the world, mostly with African child slave labor by the Chinese? Do you acknowledge that?
I am crystal clear. And do you acknowledge?
Do you think that's okay? Do you think that's okay?
That is absolutely not okay.
You think it's okay for child slave
is
labor
not
in
okay.
Africa to provide batteries for us here in the United States?
It is not okay.
So which one is it? I'm asking you. You just said it's okay.
I didn't say it was okay. Let the record reflect. I did not say it was okay. I said it is not okay.
Well, let me set the record straight because I'm over my time. I don't think it's okay. I think it's wrong, especially
And I agree with you that
considering
it's not okay.
that fossil fuels provide more than enough than what we
Chairman,
need for
I
our
think we're
economy
over
to
time
survive.
here.
I yield back.